What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Mike Drub Sports. It's going to be a quick episode on the acquisition of Odell Beckham Jr. By the Baltimore Ravens. So, what I want to just dive into real quick here is that they're paying this guy $18 million, possibly. So, $15 million completely for sure. That's what they're going to pay him. So, $13.8 million was guaranteed to him at signing in the form of a signing bonus. And then you have his salary at 1.2 million, and that brings you to the 15. And supposedly there's coupled with that $3 million worth of incentives that are built into his contract. So that's a if he gets that, Baltimore fans, but it could happen. So he could get paid 18 total. So 15 to 18 million for one season. I don't think anybody else would be paying that. And I think that was the sweetest deal that Odell was going to get anywhere. He might have got a couple more bucks somewhere else by somebody stupid, but I really just don't see how you can pay an aging guy at receiver who's definitely probably lost a step 18 million. And he's had all these troubles. He's went around from team to team now. He's been in the Rams organization. He was a Giant. He had a bad time at the Cleveland Browns. So this will be his fourth or 15. Guys, I just don't like it. I like it at first when I heard it, but once I heard the money, I didn't like it anymore. So I'm not sure what the Ravens are really thinking here, considering one, they don't have their quarterback of the future signed. So you're getting a weapon for Lamar Jackson, but you don't have Lamar Jackson because he's not signed yet. Yes, I understood you franchised him. You non-exclusive franchise tagged him. However, he has to sign that $34.2 million, I think, deal, and has to be in there to be able to get some chemistry with this guy and start throwing and start working out with this new weapon that he has. And guys, you're going to have more than Odell, man. Odell Beckham isn't enough to compete against the Bengals. And now the Steelers, people can say what they want, but you're going to have a tough time competing with the Steelers with just that and Mark Andrews, Lamar Jackson. They've proven, many teams have proven they can neutralize Lamar Jackson. So he's got to get in the lab here and start working out with these guys and start making some things happen if he's going to play in Baltimore. However, they don't have him signed yet, and it doesn't look like they're going to either. And supposedly Lamar Jackson was helped recruit Odell Beckham Jr. to the Baltimore Ravens. So what's he recruiting players for to a team that he's possibly not even going to play for? I don't understand that. Does he know for sure, hey, no one's coming for me. No one's willing to pay the price. The bounty's too high. 2 first-round picks, the money, the 50-some million you're going to have to pay for Lamar Jackson. And I'm not sure if Lamar even believes that somebody's going to come and do that, because I don't think anyone is, especially at this point, this close to the draft. Teams are making their plans right now on how to scoop up a quarterback in this draft, figuring out if they can trade up, figuring out which one's the best, which one sucks. They got a lot of work to do in the scouting department. A lot of teams are shutting off the noise of signing contracts right now just for a couple weeks, probably to focus on this draft and focus on valuing their picks and making the most of them. But you have no clue who your quarterback one is in Baltimore right now. We have no clue. For all we know, it could be that Huntley. I don't know who they even have now. Excuse me. I'll have to look it up. I do have the computer here, but I should have looked that up before the video. However, who do you have? It's somebody that I don't even know. I know they had a couple scrub kids that Huntley. Who was the other one? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. However, you have these two run-of-the-mill quarterbacks that you are giving weapons to. I don't know. It's just not going to work, in my opinion, unless you got a superstar quarterback, because Odell Beckham cannot carry a team. He's not that good. He's done lost some steps. Yeah, you heard me? For real. So, I'm just not really sure what the Ravens end-all be-all is and what their game plan is here. Because there could be two ways. Do they know that somebody's coming and building that deal right now for Lamar Jackson to where that's going to put them inside the top 10 in this year's draft with that team's pick, into where they're eyeing up a CJ Stroud and Anthony Richardson, somebody that fits their system of a running type quarterback to where there's design running plays. So are they gearing up to pick that guy? Are they gearing up to get that? Do they, I mean, of course they know things we don't. However, is that like their plan there? So that's one path. They're gearing up to gain that draft pick to possibly be in the top 10 and maybe even put a package together to ensure that they trade up to get their guy. Who knows? So those are like the draft moves that the Baltimore Ravens could go down those paths. Or are the Ravens for sure they're standing pat. Nobody's coming to get Lamar, and they're just going to roll with it. And hopefully he signs that franchise tender and he's back in Baltimore. That's the other option. That's it. And Lamar Jackson liked the signing of Odell Beckham, verbally said it on Twitter. So what's going through this guy's head? I mean, he's starting to become weird. There's so many just variables involved in this situation of Lamar Jackson, and now they're getting weapons on a team that they don't even know who their quarterback is. It's just what is going on in Baltimore. It's become a really, truly odd world down there, and that doesn't prove to be true usually in the city of Baltimore. The franchise is a stable franchise that competes year after year and is always in the hunt. And now they're acting like, dare I say it, the Browns or somebody like that, I don't know, overpaying for a guy, reaching for a guy that at receiver that hasn't truly put together some full years in quite some time because he had some injuries with the Browns. I know he didn't play full the whole time, I think, with the Rams. He got hurt in the Super Bowl. Now we're bringing him over to Baltimore. We don't know if he's going to last 16 or 18 games or whatever we play now, a gazillion games. 17, sorry. But anyway, how do we know this? He's basically now, we know that he is a great athlete and he can catch the ball, and he's one of the best catchers of the football that I've seen ever. The guy got hands. No one can say that he doesn't. His route running, great. But however, he's aging and he's probably lost some steps. So now he has to be even better at route running. He has to even be better at the knowledge of the football game and knowledge of the team he's playing in order to gain that competitive advantage. And that's a lot of film study. And is Odell Beckham Jr. that type of guy that gets in the lab, into the film room, and really studies his opponent? I don't know. I really don't know. And I've never really dove into what his teammates have had to say about him in terms of those situations. But I just wanted to get on here quick and talk about the Baltimore Ravens and their acquisition of Odell Beckham Jr. And I want to hear what you guys think. So please put in the comments what you guys think about this move. And do you think Lamar's coming back on that franchise tender? Or do you think, they're going to try to get rid of Lamar, get that big pick in the draft, be in that top 10, and then make a move for the guy that they really like? I think there's only a couple quarterbacks that fit that style play right now for the Ravens, and that's what they want to do. Hey, that's how they want to win ball games, so God bless them. But anyway, please put in the comments what you guys think about this move by the Ravens and what you feel is going to happen down the road as we move it closer and closer to this NFL draft and closer to the time when teams have to pull the trigger on acquiring somebody like Lamar. And being able to get that deal done before the draft is imperative because of the amount of resources and draft capital that it takes to put a deal like that together. So you have to get it done sooner than later, just because draft night is rapidly approaching. So guys, again, put everything in the comments of what you think about this situation. Continue to like the videos, continue to watch them. Subscribe, and I appreciate all the subscribers thus far. We're really starting to grow the channel. It's growing every day, and I appreciate all of you, and I thank you. And keep coming back to Mike Drop Sports. We're going to try to keep you up to date on all the NFL news as it happens, as quickly as we can get it out to you. So thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Mike Drop Sports.